Cord to this computer.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Troop Leader Cookie Training. We are dying to know what are you looking forward to this weekend? Type it in the chat for a chance to win one of our door prizes. What are you looking forward to? Hop that in the chat right now. And hello, friends.
I'm
There's
collecting
so
my.
many of you.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
Sleep, scout meetings, hot shot tea and traditions. Yes. Explore mores, resting, sleep. Oh, making pumpkin muffins. I will take a dozen. Thank you so much. I love those. Sleep, spending time with family and I like there's a resting sort of self-care thing going here. Receiving this recording, you that we can achieve. Tasting the new cookie. Yes, Bronx Zoo Christmas lights. Oh, good luck to your first swim meet. Family time. Loving this. Getting a new mattress, absolutely. Huge things. I need one too. Holiday traditions, Christmas in Richmond Town. Yeah, Christmas in Arizona. Cuddling under blankets, snows, resting after errands, cookies and family. I'm seeing a lot of cookies. This is good. Winter to end in spring, summer. I cannot disagree with you today. It's our building's holiday party. These are some we have a lot to look forward to. Queens College. Merle is going to Queens College to see the Soweto Chorus. Um, Baltimore. Snow. First snows. Winter camp. Okay. Brave. Brave. I like that. So many good things. If you are just joining us, we would love to know what are you looking forward to this winter? Here in the chat, this is our way of giving everybody a little bit of time to get in. Bryant Park, Gold Awards. Oh my God, so many good things. Seeing the family for Christmas, an 11-day cruise. Okay, that's good. That is real good right there. To to warm to Yep, the new cookie, relaxing, watching Christmas movies. I too enjoy a good Hallmark movie. They're very formulaic, and I love them. Time with family, cookies, Christmas cookies in particular, not
They change it?
GSGNY cookies. Um, caroling. Oh,
Yeah, they sure do.
and what am I looking forward to? I always look forward to sort of just time with my grandmother who is still alive, at 98, and that is always a beautiful thing. So I will I will cook some of her favorites for Christmas Eve. I will not do seven fishes because I don't know how to cook seven fishes. Christmas parties, relaxing with some cookies. Oh, your grandkids to see the Rockettes. I hope they are wonderful. I am supposed to see it this weekend because I have a friend going on. All right, we are 1 minute out. If you haven't dropped what you are looking forward to in the chat, please do so. Cinnamon buns, yes. Um, and um, and then we'll get started. And once that, oh, a friend's wedding. Oh, a winter wedding. That's really cool. Um, all right. It is 6:35. I think we should get started. Next slide, please. Welcome, welcome. This is the troop leader meeting for returning troop leaders here Thursday, December 4th, 2025. We are excited to have you here. There are many, many, many of you here. And I think that is wonderful because all of my all of my friends are here. Hold on 1 second while I minimize the chat. Okay, next slide, please. A bit of housekeeping before we get started. Please remain muted. Please hold all questions until the end. We will do a very long question and answer where I promise to answer all of your questions. Do not put questions in the chat just yet, as they will be missed. And please don't direct message staff members Other leaders may have the same question as you, and you do us all a service by asking questions at the end. Also, during the Q&A, all the forms that you will need for this season will be dropped into the chat as we talk about them. One last thing, please feel free to add your pronouns to your Zoom name, and let's get started. Everyone mute. Great. Next slide, please. All right, here's what the agenda is for the evening. It's a packed agenda, but we will move quickly. We will do some staff introductions. We will tell you what is new for cookie season 2026. We'll talk about some hot topics for 2026. We'll go over the 4 forms, the top 7 things to do in eBuddy. We'll talk about digital cookie. We'll talk about girl delivery, cookie cupboards, booths, gift of caring, the 2026 rewards, and then we will do a Q&A and answer all those questions. All right, next slide, please. So let's do some staff introductions. We used to be a team of 6. We are now a team of 2, Heather and I, and we like to say we are 2 and a Corey. Corey Keane is our amazing data guru, and she does all of the behind the scenes work with getting eBuddy ready and making sure eBuddy is working and crunching numbers, and she is wonderful. So Corey, if you want to say hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight.
And then you all know the amazing Heather Riney, who I will let introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heather, the Associate Director of Product Programs and Retail. What do I do? Mostly logistics. Logistics is my thing. Make sure you guys get all the cookies that you need. They're where they need to be. That you get your rewards. Working with those service unit cookie managers, working with your cupboard managers, all of that stuff.
All of that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
And I'm Mike Saloni. I'm the Senior Director of Product Program, and I am the cookie guy. Okay, next slide, please. But first, a door prize, which includes a fabulous booth in a bag and this wonderful little "It's cookie time" sign, which brings me great joy. Who has won booth in a bag?
So our first door prize winner is Letitia Hines.
Congratulations, congratulations. If someone wants to drop Heather's email in the chat, you can email Heather your address and we will be sending those out next week. So congratulations to you. Next slide, please. Okay, new for cookie season 2026. This is the big one. It is red and bold. And if you take one thing away from tonight's meeting, this is the one to do. GSGNY will not have the ability to turn off girl delivery at the troop level. We have lost that ability in Digital Cookie. Troops that wish to opt out of girl delivery will need to communicate that information to the caregivers directly. Caregivers will need to turn off girl delivery for their Girl Scout. Now, before everyone goes panic at the disco on that, someone came up with the great idea of, as you set up your Digital Cookie page, if you don't want to do girl delivery, turn it off right then and there, and you don't have to think about it for the rest of the season. So that is an excellent strategy that someone far smarter than I came up with. But that is, we'll talk a little bit more about this later. And now onto the good things. We have 4 additional cupboard locations. 4 very brave volunteers have opened their home to us, and that should make things a little bit more easy. We have 1 gift of caring partner, City Harvest, who a lot of you know, they do wonderful work with people experiencing food insecurities, and they've delivered over 1 billion packages, 1 billion pounds of food since their inception. And some eBuddy updates. On the troop dashboard, leaders will be able to see their balance due for their cookie orders. You will also be able to see what your rebate is. That will be reflected on the eBuddy dashboard, and if it's a negative number, we owe you money. If it's a positive number, you owe us money. Also, troop leaders will be able to mark DOC delivered orders as distributed on the Girl Order tab. Next slide. So at the end of last season, which was rough, I'll fully admit that it was a rough season, we sat down with senior leaders and also people who had people from our staff, senior staff, and also the service unit managers and the service unit cookie managers. And we said, what can we do to make things better? And one of the things that we discovered was that we needed information coming to us from people who were actually out there. Heather and I don't sell cookies. Neither one of us has children. We don't know what the challenges facing everyone is and what the real-time challenges are. So we came up with the product program think tank. And what that is 10 really wonderful volunteers who agree to meet with us once a month, and we talk about all things product program. And they were crucial in revamping the rewards. They were crucial in helping us shape the season. They also came up with some amazing ideas, one of them being the fall product tasting, which was a resounding success because someone said, in the think tank, girls are selling things that they've never tasted. So we did kind of in essence a little rally for fall that we'll do again next year. That went really quite well. But a lot of the things and a lot of the changes that you're seeing tonight are a direct result of these the feedback and the discussions that came out of this think tank. And if you would like to join us next year, we will be doing this again. More on that later. Next slide, please. Okay. We also have come up with something called the Cookie Chronicles. One of the biggest things that we heard last year was that communication was a bit lacking. So we have come up with the Cookie Chronicles. This is our ferret that is reading the newspaper. Our ferret is the black-footed ferret, and he is our mascot for this year. So what are the Cookie Chronicles? The Cookie Chronicles are a newsletter that will come to you every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And they will contain all the things that you need to know just in time and all the things that you need to know for the upcoming week. So when, for example, on the 14th, we'll talk about starting the program. The week before initial order is due, we'll talk about initial order. But you'll be getting reminders of these at 10 a.m. on Tuesday is when they are scheduled to go out. And hopefully that will keep everyone in the loop a little bit more and give you something that you can refer back to on a weekly basis in like little bite-sized increments. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about some hot topics. Cookie season dates, the new cookie, cookie varieties, and we will dive into girl delivery. All right, next slide, please. On January 6th, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about dates. Next slide, please. On January 6th, Digital Cookie Volunteer Access happens. So on January 6th, you will all get access to eBuddy if you have filled out your TCM and your ACH agreement. January 8th, Digital Cookie parents will get access. January 15th, cookie season begins. That is when the fun starts. February 7th is our initial order period ending. February 28th is the cookie drive-through. And the week of March 2nd will be cookie home deliveries. And then it is all over the week of March 29th. We played a lot with these dates. You'll notice initial order is a little bit shorter because of the fact that if we were to extend the initial order, the drive-through and home deliveries would happen in a way that it affected spring break for that February break for everybody, and we didn't want anyone to have to miss either of those two things if they wanted to go away. Also, we debated extending the season a little bit, but we would have had to extend it for 3 weeks because of holidays and vacations, and we thought no one would want that. So there are two parts of the sale, of course. There is the in-person delivery, the in-person elements, and that is what you can see in the purple there. Again, January 15th to February 7th will be initial order. February 8th to March 29th will be the post-season. Our booths will open on February 11th, and the cookie drive-through is February 28th. Of course, Digital Cookie runs from January 29th to January 15th to March 29th. You do not have to remember these dates. We will send you this entire deck. And yeah, we'll be talking about those a lot. So don't worry if you don't have it. Next slide, please. All right. The new cookie is, next slide, the Explore More. It is a lovely cookie. It is a sandwich cookie. Think Do-si-dos. in that kind of sandwich. It has cream filling. It is inspired by Rocky Road ice cream, and it has little hints of chocolate and marshmallow and almond. It does not contain almonds. However, it does contain peanut flour. So this is an interesting point. GSUSA has not created artwork that says this has peanut flour. We created this piece of art. It's very strange voice coming. We created this piece of artwork that has the big stop sign on it that says, "Stop, it contains peanut flour." So we will make this available to you so you can print it out and have it at your booths. We will have this up on the website. Next slide, please. Our suggestion is when setting up booths, we suggest keeping the Explore Mores with the tag-alongs and do-si-dos. This will make it easier for your Girl Scout to remember which cookies have peanuts and peanut flour. And again, we will have the artwork for the Explore Mores with the peanut flour warning label available on our website for you to print out and have at your booths. The other thing is the Explore More is the Troop cookie. So please be very, very, very careful if you are going to do a tasting to make sure that you are aware of any allergies. I know you are all going to do this, but I feel I must say it in order for my own conscience to be appeased. Please, 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 please make sure that you check for peanut allergies because there is peanut flour in it, and I would hate to have anything happen to anyone in an airborne kind of situation. Next slide, please. These are our 9 varieties. You can see that the s'mores have been retired and replaced by the Explore Mores. And for our gluten-free friends, we do have Toffee Tastics again this year. It is uniform pricing. All varieties will be $7. We did not raise the price. And there you can see those. Next slide, please. Okay, I am going to throw this over to Heather Riney, who will tell you all about the 4 forms and what you need to know about them and talk a little bit about eBuddy.
Thank you, Mike. So this year we have 4 important forms. The first one is the Troop Cookie Manager Agreement, and the new form is up on our website already. So leaders and Troop Cookie Managers will need to complete this form stack. That's what we use to upload the information into eBuddy. So you'll want to complete one for each troop that you are the leader or the Troop Cookie Manager for. And then the second is the ACH form, which the new form is also up on the website already. So all troops will need to submit the ACH form for cookie season 2026. This form does need to be submitted even if the troop's banking information has not changed. If your troop participated in the fall product program and you've already submitted your ACH form, you don't need to resubmit it. We already have that on file. You'll just need to be sure to enter that information into eBuddy once you have access to the system by January 21st. And you see here we've got our ACH form need to be submitted by December 1st. That was not a hard deadline. So if you haven't submitted it, keep those coming in. We're just trying to get as many submitted as soon as possible because you'll see that this year troop leaders and troop cookie managers will not have access to eBuddy until we've received both the TCM agreement and that ACH form. So you want to get those submitted as soon as possible so that we can get you uploaded into the system when we've got eBuddy access ready to go. And then we've got our home delivery form again. So if your troop is planning on a home delivery, you'll want to complete that form stack. The delivery information does not roll over in eBuddy from year to year. And if you're not sure that you'll meet that delivery minimum, which is still 75 cases, go ahead and fill that form out anyways. That way we've got the information in eBuddy. You can always select a drive-through if you don't meet the home delivery minimum. You can always pair up with another troop. But, you know, it's easier if the information's already in eBuddy. If you hit that minimum, then once you've submitted your initial order, you can just pick your location. And those forms need to be submitted by January 21st. And then the rewards opt-out form, which we'll talk about a little bit later, more in depth. But if your troop is opting out of rewards, then that form needs to be submitted by January 21st as well. So technology-wise, we have 2 platforms that we use. One is Digital Cookie, which is GSUSA's online platform that allows Girl Scouts to sell cookies directly to customers through their personalized storefronts. And then the other one is eBuddy, which is our vendor-provided database used by Little Brownie bakers, Girl Scout staff, our delivery agents, troop leaders, and cookie managers to manage the cookie program. And so we've got our top 7 things that you'll want to do in eBuddy once you've been loaded and have access to the system. And the next few slides will show you screenshots of where to check these things. So the first one is you'll want to enter your address information. Secondly, check your troop age level, make sure that's correct. Enter your bank account information. Enter and add any additional users. Check your Girl Scouts, are they all there? Add shirt sizes for your Girl Scouts. This is really, 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 really super important this year. As you'll see when we get to rewards, we have several clothing items, so we're going to need those shirt sizes. And then lastly, you'll want to check your dashboard messages. So the first one, entering your address information, you'll want to click on the Contacts tab and select Edit on your contacts record. And that's going to bring you up to this screen here. You want to make sure that that receives email box is checked. This will ensure that you receive important cookie season updates that we send out through eBuddy. And click on the Update Contact Information. And then you'll put in your current password here. And then just make sure that you do not change the information in the global ID box. That's your GSUSA ID, and that's what eBuddy uses to sync with Digital Cookie so that you've got access to that system. So you don't want to change that. And you'll put in your phone number and your address in those boxes there. Choose Update Profile. And that will save all your contact information in the system. And then you'll want to check the troop age level. Make sure that that's correct because that also feeds over into Digital Cookie and shows what badges that the girls can earn. So click again on your settings tab, and in the troop info section, you'll see your age level. If that information's incorrect, email customer care at girlscoutsnyc.org, and then the team will make that update in eBuddy to reflect your current level. Adding additional users. You'll click on the Contacts tab and then the plus add button. And then click the caret next to the troop leader, and you'll see a drop-down box of possible roles. So then you'll select the role for the contact, put in their name and their email, and then click Save. The troop leader and troop cookie manager will have full access to eBuddy to enter information and make changes to the troop order. If you're listed as a troop cookie manager, you don't need to be added as a troop leader as well. Just one of those roles is fine. The troop booth recorder only user is only able to record booth sale information. They can do nothing else in eBuddy. Your troop cookie pickup user only accesses eBuddy to pick up cookies from a cupboard. So that's where if you have any caregivers that are going to help you with cupboard pickups, you want to make sure that you add them to eBuddy so that they can go do those pickups for you. And the troop view only user is only able to view information in eBuddy and not make any changes. If you're a troop leader or a troop cookie manager, you do not want to add yourself to this role. It will lock you out of the ability to update anything, place orders, make changes. So you don't want to click on that one for yourself. And then you want to check your girls and their shirt sizes. So you want to click on the girls tab. Make sure all your Girl Scouts are listed and that their grade is correct. And then enter their t-shirt size so that you're prepared for rewards at the end of the season. And if any of your Girl Scouts are missing, we have the Add a Girl Scout to eBuddy form stack that you'll be able to fill out. And we'll get them uploaded into eBuddy and Digital Cookie. And then you also want to send the link to the permission slip form stack to caregivers of your Girl Scouts. All Girl Scouts participating in the program do need a signed permission slip. And then check your dashboard messages. On the right-hand side of your homepage will be a message section. You'll want to check this regularly for important messages from the council. And then click on Read More to read the full message, and click Marked as Read when you're finished. And then please join us for an eBuddy 101 review with Little Brownie Bakers. It'll be Monday, January 12th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. And it will be on Zoom. The registration is already ready to go.
Thank you so much. And we actually just talked to Little Brownie, and they're going to do a demo of all of the information that we just went through. And also some of the things that you need to get started in the first couple weeks, including initial order, and they're going to do it in live time so that you can see it actually being done in eBuddy. I'm really excited about that. That was also something that came out of that meeting. People wanted a little refresher in eBuddy, and I thought, why not have the bakery do it with the people who actually designed the software? So I'm very excited about that. Thank you, Heather. That was amazing. That was a ton of information that just came at you. Again, this deck will be sent out and it will be available on the website for easy reference. Okay, let's talk about Digital Cookie. Next slide, please. We are not going to watch the video. If you went to an association meeting, I promised I would not make you watch this video yet again. Most of you can actually do it along with the video. So we will not be watching Digital Cookie 101 as much as I love hearing Lauren O'Connell's voice and miss her dearly. It will be on the website if you so need to refer back to it. Next slide, please. All right, but if you need digital cookie help, tech support, please email us at customercare@girlscoutsnyc.org. That will create a case, and customer care is working very closely with the cookie team this year to improve the customer experience. And they will be doing a lot of the sort of registration emails, that kind of thing. So customer care is our friend, and we're really lucky to have them on board. Next slide, please. Some great resources for you. If you check the council website for the Troop Cookie Manager Manual, that is available for download, or you can reference it on the website. And that, again, will walk you through just what you need to do. Also, the Help Center in eBuddy will have every form that we need. So if you are on your eBuddy dashboard, you can go to the Help Center from there, and it will, that is another great resource for you. Next slide, please. All right, let's talk about everybody's favorite girl delivery. It's going to be better this year. Actually, there is a video for that, which will be on the website really soon, and I'm very proud of it. Next slide, please. Digital Cookie enables Girl Scouts to accept girl-delivered orders from January 15th to March 29th. Girl delivery is on by default when the season begins. Girl Scout delivery in Digital Cookie will remain on, much like last year, until the end of the cookie program. And here again, I'm going to re-emphasize that GSGNY no longer has the ability to turn off girl delivery at the troop level. Caregivers will be able to turn it on and off throughout the season. So in your troop cookie meeting, it's super important to communicate to them whether you as a troop are doing girl delivery or not. Troop cookie managers may turn off girl delivery for the troop link at any time. So if you want to do in-person deliveries on your troop link, absolutely, you do have the power to turn that on and off at any point throughout the season. Also, troop cookie managers cannot turn off girl delivery for girls in their troop. That power remains with the caregiver. Next slide, please. All right, let's talk about order approval. Your caregivers must approve or deny each Girl Scout delivered request. Caregiver approval must be completed within 5 days of customer purchase. An order is not approved within the timeline will either be canceled or donated per the customer's instructions at the time of the purchase. And if the order is not approved and automatically cancels, the Girl Scout will not receive credit for it, and your troop will not earn funds for these cookies. It is important that caregivers monitor sales to ensure that all Girl Scout cookie orders are reviewed and approved so that everyone gets credit for it. And here's another big old bold one. Please do not mark orders delivered until an actual customer delivery occurs because it will cause customer confusion if the order isn't received. Marking the order delivered generates an automatic email confirmation to the customer. So if you confirm and you haven't delivered the cookies, that could create all kinds of confusion, and it did last year. Next slide, please. All right, so there are two sort of varieties of girl delivered. Approved, the first is during the initial order. Approved girl delivered orders will not automatically update. I'm sorry. Approved girl delivered orders will not automatically update on the girl order tab in eBuddy until your troop has submitted its initial order. These these cookie orders will be delivered to your troop either through the cookie drive-through or an initial home delivery. And then after initial order, girl delivered orders approved after submission of your troop's initial order will need to be filled using unsold cookie inventory that your troop received with your initial orders, the extras. If you do not have enough inventory to fill the order, you may get additional cookies from one of our cookie cupboards. So those are the two ways that you will receive your cookies for Girl Scout, Girl Delivered. All right, the next slide, please. This is kind of, remember, choose your own adventure. This is a lovely slide to decide if you want to do girl delivery and if you don't. And so the first question to ask is your troop going to participate in any portion of the sale and do an in-person? And that means girl order card, digital cookie girl delivered, booths, walkabouts, those lemonade stands that Scouts do as one-offs, using the goal getter card. If you're going to do any part of that, you may want to consider leaving girl delivery on. If you say absolutely not, I want to do it completely digitally, which is 100% okay, you probably should turn girl delivery off. And then the second question, if you answered yes to one, is your troop willing to pick up or receive cookies at a drive-through, home delivery, or cookie cupboard? And if you say absolutely not, it's just really not something that I can fit into my schedule, turn digital cookie off. And if you have said yes to both of those questions, then you may want to leave Girl Delivered on. Again, there is no right way to deliver this program to your Girl Scouts. It is 100% your choice and your caregiver's choice whether or not you do girl delivery. That power lies with you. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about the initial order rounding. From January 15th to February 7th, it is considered our initial order period. In-person orders submitted by the troop during the initial order are filled to troops using full cases, meaning orders are rounded up to create full cases of 12 packages. The important thing to remember is that this is a sum of all your orders for the initial order period. It's not just one order. So all of your troops' orders are rounded up to the nearest case. Your troop is financially responsible for the extra packages that may include. And then we give you a little example. If your troop accepted an in-person order for 2 packages of Samoas, 3 packages of Thin Mints, and 1 package of Do-si-dos, you will receive a full case. So 12 Samoas, 12 Thin Mints, 12 Do-si-dos. And then the troop will distribute the 6 packages that they actually need, and they'll have that 30 packages extra to sell. And after we leave the rebate with you, $5.80 is due to the council. So that would be $174 that we would sweep for during the initial order sweep. You can use your extras to fulfill in-person orders taken after the order period, or you may use them at a booth. So they can be resold through the end of the program. Next slide, please. All right, digital cookie shipping has gone down $1. I am so sorry that it's not gone down more, but it has gone down $1. 4 to 8 packages is $11.99. 9 to 12 packages is $13.99. At more than 12 packages, the cost resets. So someone with 13 packages will pay $25.98. Next slide, please. All right, everybody's favorite free shipping. Let's talk about what we know about free shipping and what we don't know about free shipping. Next slide, please. Okay, these are the things that are definite. The council has decided to make an investment in free shipping, so there will be free shipping this year. We need to look at that number is finite. So when that money is gone, that money is gone. But it is a substantial amount of money that has been put in the budget for free shipping. The minimum package will remain at 6 packages, and we crunched the numbers, and I want to be completely transparent and tell you why. At 4 packages, which is the digital cookie minimum, we lose money. And unfortunately, we can't afford to invest in free shipping, and we cannot afford to lose money on the packages. That would be a double whammy. At 5 packages, it costs us money on Toffee-Tastics, and we sort of break even on the rest of them. At 6 packages, it costs us half. So every free shipping package costs the council half of the net that we receive. We're totally willing to do that for this free shipping period. Again, it's an investment in the girls. We just ask that you don't abuse it. Also, free shipping will not be during the initial order period. And then here are the things that we still have to determine. Where we place free shipping in the postseason, it will most likely be the weekend in March that is Girl Scout weekend, so that we can capitalize on the press and get as many free shipping orders as possible. Also, we will not spring free shipping on you out of the blue. One of the biggest things we heard was we didn't know free shipping was coming. So we will give you at least a week's notice to troop leaders and caregivers so that you know free shipping is coming, so that you can build it into the curriculum that you are delivering, so that you can let your customers know and be completely transparent. What that is going to do on our end is no one is going to order cookies the week before. So we're going to see a huge, huge dip on our end. But again, that is something that we are willing to do in order to get enough notice for you all to really deliver free shipping in an effective way. And the other thing that we can control is the frequency of free shipping. We would like to do it once as a free shipping investment and not have to be in the position where we turn free shipping on for weeks at a time. And that just sort of irritated everyone. So we are not going to do that again. We have learned our lesson, and that is all I know about free shipping at the moment. Check the Cookie Chronicles. They will tell you. We will put it up on the website. We will keep you in the loop as soon as we make some decisions. And again, you have my solemn promise that it will be a week's notice at least. Okay, next slide, please. We are bringing back the Cookie Connector map. We will feature troop links and individual Girl Scout links. The troop links will be from January 15th to February 7th during the initial order. And then we will switch over to individual Girl Scout digital cookie links. Caregivers must complete a form stack to opt in to have their individual Girl Scout added to the map. This is because we want the caregiver to have final say over who has access to their Girl Scouts digital cookie page. Next slide, please. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Heather Riney to talk all about cookie cupboards.
Okay, so our cookie cupboards, as you know, are run by our amazing volunteers who've opened their homes to store hundreds and hundreds of cases of cookies for any additional orders that you may need in the postseason, for booth cookies that you'll need for your booth sales. So we ask that you remember that these cupboards are run by volunteers, and we ask you to be a sister to every Girl Scout and follow their guidelines. You'll see any guidelines specifically in eBuddy under their cupboard, and if there's any specific closures, you'll see those dates there as well. And if you experience a problem at a cupboard, please reach out to the cookie team so that we can help you out with that. Troops cannot pick up their initial cookie orders at a cupboard. Initial orders must be picked up at either a drive-through, or troops must schedule a home delivery. And if you don't meet that minimum for the home delivery, we'll help link you up with someone else in your service unit, so that you can have that home delivery. No shows at the drive-through. So if you've signed up to the drive-through and you don't come get your cookies, you will need to coordinate a time to pick up the order from the council office. These orders will not be routed to a cupboard this year, and there'll be at least a week delay in receiving them because we'll need to get those cookies from the warehouse into the office so that we have your cookies to give to you. And then from February 11th to February 28th, troops will be limited to 25 cases at a cupboard. You're limited to 1 order per week. Cookies may only be ordered in full cases during this period. Those cookies are designed for your booths during those 2 weeks of booth sales. If you have multiple troops, you're limited to 1 order per week as well. And if you need additional cookies for booths, you can add those and should add those to your initial order for your booths that are scheduled in March.
And we should add that that is not designed. Oh, I'm sorry. You have another slide. I totally jumped you.
That's okay. Yeah, that's because I just put this in at like 5 o'clock.
Okay, cool. I'm really glad that I didn't. What I was gonna say is that is not designed to be punitive in any sort of way. That is designed so that more people can do more booths. What we found was happening last year was someone was coming in and getting booths, their entire season of booths order, and just wiping out a case. And if there is 200 cases of cookies in a cupboard, and someone comes in and takes 120 of them, it creates uh, bad feelings. So that is, and it's only for the first 2 weeks. Um, so that's till February 28th. Now I'm going to really turn it over to you so you can talk about this gorgeous map that you created today.
It is. So, like we were
Very
talking,
pretty.
we were learning technology, and I learned how to, create a nice, lovely new map with actual locations. So this is our list of our cupboards. This will be up on the website as well. Brehans may have a different name when eBuddy goes live. I don't have a name for her cupboard yet, so I just gave her one. But you'll see we've added a new cupboard in Brooklyn. We have two new in Manhattan. Um, and then we've got a new one in Queens. So those should help everyone out so that you all can get the cookies that you need. We're super excited for all of our new cupboard managers and all of our returning cupboard managers. We adore them as well. And again, this will be up on our website as well so that you'll be able to refer back to it. And then, once eBuddy's open, you'll be able to see the dates and the times and everything for everyone's cupboard locations.
Amazing. Okay, let's talk about booths. But before I get there, I should really, really thank the cupboard managers who are doing an amazing service. And I want to take the time to sort of publicly acknowledge that they are opening their homes. And if we all live in New York City apartments, I could not possibly fit 250 cases of cookies in my apartment and have a couch. It's just, they are doing extraordinary work. And I'm really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. All right, let's talk about booths. Where should I hold a booth? The answer to that is anywhere that you have a connection to or that you think is a great area. What is more important is where you should not hold a booth. And that is any place that a Girl Scout could not be a customer. So the two that immediately jump to mind are dispensaries, in front of dispensaries, and in front of alcohol stores, liquor stores. Um, the general GSUSA guidance says that if your Girl Scout could not go in and purchase something, then that is not an appropriate place to hold a booth. So if we keep that as sort of your North Star, I think you'll be just fine. Again, booth cookies can be placed on your initial order, and they should be placed on your initial order because you get them on credit. We do not sweep for the booth cookies at the initial order. Just please make sure that you put them on the booth line. And booth location information must be added to eBuddy and approved by council. We will be doing those on a rolling basis. And some important points for booth sales. Next slide, please. Again, we encourage you to order your booth cookies as part of your initial order for all of your March booths. These cookies are issued on credit. Council will be approving booth locations. However, we do not know your neighborhoods particularly well. I will be the first person to admit that I approved 2 booths last year, one of which was on one side of Washington Square Park and the other one was on the other side of Washington Square Park because one had, and I'm making these things up. It was like it had a 23rd Street address and the other one had like a 6th Avenue address. And I just don't know it. And if I don't know my own borough, God help me if I'm trying to approve something in Queens or Brooklyn or something like that where I just don't have that knowledge. So I make sure that they're not on the same street at the same time. But if things are going to go astray, and chances are it's going to be my fault. Also, if you are asking, is a booth happening there, you can check the GSUSA cookie locator, and we will have that link for you to see if another troop has secured that time. The other thing that you can do is reach out to your service unit cookie manager. They can see all of the booths and they will know your areas a whole lot better than I will. They are really a great sort of first point of contact. for that. Next slide, please. Gift of Caring. This we will be doing City Harvest. I'm really, really excited about this. At the time that we chose City Harvest because they are just such a wonderful program. It has become so relevant and so resonating with the amount of food insecurity that happened with benefits and all of this that by sheer coincidence, this seems to be a really wonderful choice for us this year. Also, all of the packages will stay local to New York City. So it is New Yorkers helping New Yorkers. And we're really, really happy to partner with them. They were also our fall product recipient, and they wrote us a beautiful, beautiful email thanking us for the product that we donated to them and that is going out next week to New Yorkers just in time for the winter holidays. So a little thing to feel good on that one. Next slide, please. All right, I'm going to throw it over to Heather Riney to tell us all about rewards and the revamped rewards. And I'm not going to interrupt you this time because I know all these slides.
It's all good. It's all good. So as Mike just mentioned, we have revised and revamped the rewards for 2026. We have a number of council branded rewards for both the Girl Scouts and for the troop leaders at the troop gift of caring levels. We've got some new troop gift of caring rewards. The first level remains at 25 packages. We've got girl membership for the following year at the 1,000 package level, and our cookie crossover patch for fall product and cookie participation. And one thing I also want to mention is that at our top level at 2,500 packages, we have changed the reward this year, so it will not be dinner and a show with the CEO. It will be the opportunity to go to the national convention in DC next summer. And again, we ask that you please provide your shirt sizes in eBuddy. You'll hear that from me a lot this year.
Very important to Heather.
It's very, very important to me. I lost my controls. So here is our sample reward order card with all of our items for next year and the sample of the cookie crossover patch. So in order for the Girl Scouts to earn that, they needed to create their avatar in M2 system, send 20 or more emails through M2 during fall product program, use the share my site function in M2 during fall product program, and then sell 175 or more packages of cookies during the 2026 cookie program. In our next slide here, you'll see our council branded merchandise. This was something else that came out of our think tank that they suggested that we offer some branded items. So we are so excited to do that. And here's where you see we've got our t-shirt at 400, our hoodie at 1,000. We've got our cookie executive t-shirt still at 500. So lots of places where we're going to need that shirt size. And then for our troop gift of caring at 300 packages, we have this lovely journal for the leaders, and at 500 is the fleece blanket. So that should, get all the Girl Scouts ready to, go out the following season, all branded out for their booths. They got your hats, your scarves, your hoodies, ready for all kinds of weather. And then rewards opt out. So again, this hasn't changed. It's still open to junior cadets, senior, and ambassador troops only. Your troop will receive an additional 10 cents per package in proceeds if you opt out. The girls will still earn patches, the cookie executive t-shirt, and any cookie dough or camp credit gift of caring rewards that they earn. It does need to be unanimous amongst all your selling girls. The form is due January 21st, and then email the form to rewardsopt-out@girlscoutsnyc.org.
Okay, let's talk about some upcoming cookie trainings. We have one more before the cookie program begins. It is our caregiver cookie training, and that will be December 8th on Monday. We encourage you to have all of your caregivers come, and we will walk them through the cookie program. And then, of course, our infamous Cookie Cocoa and Questions series will begin on January 26th. We will have a second one on February 23rd, and our final one will be on March 23rd. Those will be wonderful to check in if you want to know what is coming up in the next month for the cookie program. Next slide, please. All right, let's do one more door prize.
All right, door prize Winner number 2 was Steven. No last name. There's no last name for Steven, but so if Steven can send his last name and his address to my
We'll,
email.
we'll send you both in a bag.
Yes.
Congratulations, Stephen. Okay. Ooh, Q and Q&A. All right. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea,
That's
and
fine.
then Heather and I are gonna play a game show. Okay.
That'll give me a minute to see
What's in the chat?
what's in the chat and where we start with questions. Yes.
Great.
Let me bring
Also,
that
just quickly, can you pull up the not the calendar, yeah, the calendar schedule, while you're,
The dates?
yeah, the dates.
Absolutely.
Will you be partnering with Wendy's or another organization to help set up some booths to help get girls into more places?
We will have council-sponsored booths. Wendy's did not work brilliantly for us, so probably not Wendy's, but we are in the process of researching and having council-sponsored booths. So check eBuddy for that, and there will be a list of them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So let's see. We've got just a couple comments on the peanut flour.
I too did not know that peanut flour existed until I read the press release. I think Dominic wrote that. I had no idea what peanut flour was. I have no idea why they used it.
Yeah. Are we able to use the product sale form currently on the website, or will a new one be posted?
What product sale form are you referring
I don't know.
to?
That's Tika. So she wants to unmute and give us specifics.
Or are you just referring to like them all as a general? Everything will be updated by the end of next week.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, because currently I think outside of the two cookie manager agreement, everything is not updated. So that's
We
why I'm
switched we switched from Wufoo to FormStack,
okay.
and so those are just in the process of being converted.
Thank
The
you.
the ACH that's up there is current, is the new one. So
Okay.
that one's current as well.
And Corey will drop that into the forms into the chat now, the ones that have been updated.
Okay. Someone asked what the date for home delivery was, and
March
I see
2nd.
that there was an
start
answer.
March 2nd. Someone responded to that. I did see that.
Yeah, but I figured if somebody came in late.
Absolutely.
And I see someone responded to the link with the website for the videos. Okay, so if the order was scheduled to be donated, if it wasn't improved in time, the girl won't get credit?
Correct. So if the customer says, I would like you. Yes, sorry, I'm going back in my own head. Yes, that is correct. No, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. I'm wrong. My gut instinct was right. I should have gone with my gut, which is if they are donated, they do get credit because that counts as a gift of caring sale. Yes, 100% they get credit. It's if they cancel, they don't get credit. That's what my gut was telling me.
You're correct.
My brain got confused there for a minute.
It did. I got excellent question. Way to keep me
You
on my
came back
toes.
good on that one, Mike.
Thank you. I thought something was wrong.
Okay. Do we still have to pick up by the case from the cookie cupboard after the initial order period to fulfill girl delivered orders?
You do not. No, you may do packages at that point.
When we meet with Little Brownie, can we give them our complaints? There's no reason Lemon Ups only have about 10 cookies while Trefoils have 20. 40, sorry.
I can't tell you not to do that. I could also just give you their email. I would love it if we didn't beat up the rep with complaints, but I have never in my life stopped someone from speaking their mind. So I would say that is between. I will not be stopping you unless it gets mean. But as long as it's done in a respectful way, I say you must speak your truth and go for it.
Okay. We've got excitement about 2 cupboards in Queens. Yay. When do cupboards open?
February 11th. Thank God we were on the screen.
Ages 10 and up can participate. I'm not sure what that means. unless they're talking about
I think that was
opting out.
regarding volunteering at City Harvest.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's great. I love that organization.
We've got a
Can I
petition.
clarify what you mean about the cookie cupboards? So they're not open. So booth sales will start February 11th, but we can't get to a cookie cupboard until February 11th. Is
Correct.
that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So you could pick up and do a booth the same day, because some of them will be open in the morning. Okay, we've got a petition for troop leaders to be able to earn rewards too.
So yes, I hear you, and I think that would be a lovely thing to do, but remember that only girls sell Girl Scout cookies. That is where I'm going to go with that. Do I think that there should be adult rewards? Yes, I do. Is it against guidance? Yes, it is.
Parents deserve awards.
I agree with you, and if I could figure out a way to do it, I would, because I love being a rule breaker.
He really does.
Be
Doubling
rude.
the rewards level for membership seems counterintuitive.
So yes, I will admit that is. We had to put it for a budget point. That was where it made the most sense to do it.
Okay. If a caregiver wants to buy a large quantity of cookies for their child to sell, what's the best way for them to order them? A cupboard?
I guess it depends on what large quantity is. I would say probably a cupboard order would be the best. Definitely not during free shipping.
So that's me. Sorry.
Is
I
that
have
you?
a question. Yeah, that's
Hi.
me. Hi. So I have some caregivers that want to buy like 100 boxes for their girls to walk around their neighborhood where they live in instead of doing like a booth with us. But I don't know what would be the best way for them to purchase them for their child.
I would put them on the booth line and use them as booth cookies as opposed
Use
to trying
them.
to put them-
Okay.
Yeah. I think because then it'll also, you can pick them up and you can distribute, make sure that you know exactly what everyone is getting and keep track of what the sale is.
Okay. But will the child still get credit?
Yeah, you can allocate them later.
I could allocate those. So I would just on the initial order put them on the booth line,
Correct.
and then later on allocate that number to that child.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're
And
so
then you
welcome.
get them on credit too to the troops. So
Yeah.
the parents aren't having to shell out
Okay.
$700
money.
up front.
Yeah.
for
Right.
cookies.
That makes sense. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay. Multiple troops limited to one cupboard order per week at a cupboard. Does that mean each troop or all those troops in total? I have 3 troops.
It means all those troops in total. If you think that there are 200 cases in a cookie cupboard, that means 8 troops can get to do a booth, as opposed to like 5 if we allowed you to do to take out 75 cases. And again, it's just for those first 2 weeks before the cookies are in hand.
Where do we find the troop cookie manager agreement online?
Corey Keene, our fabulous Corey, will drop it into the chat right now.
Beautiful.
It's also on
That was the
website.
girl permission?
Nope.
Troop cookie
Troop cookie
manager.
manager.
Troop cookie manager. Sorry.
Yep. No worries. When will the deck be emailed out, or will we have to look on the website to access it?
You will not have to look at the website. We will, the answer is we will send it to the person who converts it and puts it up on YouTube. And as soon as she gets it back to us, we will send out the deck and the recording. And also all of these forms will be in that email. Heather has done a beautiful, everything in one place email.
So maybe tomorrow, but more likely Monday. Depends on how quickly I get it back from Lauren.
But it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, we'll have it. Are we limited to how many cookie cupboard orders we place per week during the postseason?
No.
We've addressed the forms issue on the website. Will orders made after initial order be populated in eBuddy?
This is why I
will
have a
be
quorum.
auto-populated in eBuddy.
This is,
Say that one more time.
will they
Will
all be
orders made
auto-populated?
after IO be auto-populated in eBuddy? We may need a little more clarification on which type of orders.
Who asked that wonderful question? Please
Ms.
unmute.
Ciel? Gosh, I hope I didn't butcher your name, and I apologize if I did.
She answered, she said it was for digital cookie.
For digital cookie.
But it depends whether or not it's
It's
shipped
girl
or girl
are you
delivered.
talking about girl delivered or shipped directly?
She says girl delivered.
Okay. And I believe they are not auto-populated, are they?
They're not.
Great. So those will not be auto-populated.
Payment
Question.
Payment will populate on the girl order tab, but the cookies will not because eBuddy doesn't know whether or not you pre-allocated cookies to them, and they're selling out of
Right.
their own inventory.
Right. Excellent question.
Okay. Do we have to bring cookies to the council-sponsored booths?
You do, yes. Those were just as if it was a booth that you found yourself.
When will eBuddy open up for 2026? They've already sent in their forms.
That will be January 6th, I believe.
Sounds right. For eBuddy, how do you enter multi-level troop? Is that part of the pull down?
That's an eBuddy
What do you
question.
mean?
I don't
In
know how to
eBuddy, how
answer.
do you enter that it's a multi-level troop?
Are you talking about like grade level or if you have like multiple troops? If it's grade level, it'll say group on the settings tab.
I think that's what Donna is talking about.
Yeah, our troop has multiple levels. So we have brownies, daisies, juniors. So in your demonstration of eBuddy, it looked like you had to pick just one level as opposed to our, 4 different levels. So how would you like us to enter that?
It would be entered as a group.
As a group? Okay.
Yeah, on the eBuddy's settings tab, it would be. But the girl, their profile and digital cookie will be set up based on their grade. So if they're in kindergarten, they would get a Daisy grade level digital cookie view versus someone that's in 4th grade who would get a junior level view.
Right. But when we do the eBud, there's a pull down that says group.
Yes.
And we'll just put group. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You can't edit yourself, but when you go in there and you see the settings tab, and if it says anything other than group, then yes, please let us know so that we can get that corrected.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome. Thank
Donna.
you.
Okay. How exactly does home delivery work? We schedule with someone? Do they help us bring cases inside?
Heather Riney, since
I knew
are
you
the
were going to send that back to me.
guru of home delivery, I will answer the first part. And so there's a minimum of 75 cases. If you do not have 75 cases, you can hook up with someone in your area so that you meet that minimum. And now I will give it to Heather.
Okay. So we have one delivery agent this year. You'll, once you fill out your home delivery form and you link everything up in eBuddy, we send everything over to the agent. They will email everyone with their delivery date and time. So you'll see on the home delivery form, it asks for your preferred dates, your preferred times. They'll try their best to accommodate everybody's preferences, but everybody always seems to want like the first day in the morning. Just make sure that your email on that form is correct because, like I said, they will be emailing you with your date and time for delivery. And then the agents do typically bring your cases inside for you and get them all stacked up and everything. You'll count once they're done, sign the delivery ticket, and you're done.
And by inside, I just want to clarify that we mean like inside the building, not necessarily like inside to your apartment.
I like to jump in. They actually have come inside. They've actually bring the whole thing into my apartment.
Did they really?
Yes, and
Oh
because
my God.
I've gotten so many, it's more than 75 cases. So they'll pull the whole thing in on the dolly, and then they'll just stack them, and then we count them, and then they just leave.
Amazing. I'm really, 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 really glad that they are providing that level of customer service because at one point, literally, someone's were left on the street, and we had to have a conversation with them. So that is wonderful to hear, and thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
All
just
right.
just a reminder, you always want to make sure that you count, things happen. There's shortages. It's happened to us even at the office. So just make sure that you count and adjust those delivery tickets if you're missing something. And then the agent will make sure that you get whatever you're missing. That's always guaranteed.
Sorry, just
That's okay.
on the same topic. We're talking about home delivery.
Mhm.
This is instead or in place of like going to a cupboard.
So for your initial order, this is the cookies that you only for initial order that you have ordered.
Ah, yes. Okay, got it.
Cool.
Thank you.
And if you don't qualify for a home delivery and you don't want to hook up with someone, you can always come to the drive-through, whatever is most convenient for you.
Great. I meant drive-through, not cupboard earlier. Thank you.
It's totally fine. I get my terms mixed up all the time.
Lord. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. What date do the cupboards open?
February 11th.
And will there be a drive-through in Manhattan?
There will not be a drive-through in Manhattan, simply because of the fact that I could not find a decent location to park an 18-wheeler. And that had ample parking and that would allow us to actually execute one.
Okay, this I think is a little. When will we find out when cookie cupboards are open for pickup? So I assume Beth is talking about like what their hours and schedule dates are. I'm still getting that information from the cupboard managers, and then we'll get that uploaded into eBuddy as soon as we can. But it'll definitely be in there before cupboards open. Are the branded items available for cookie managers and Troop Cookie volunteers?
They are not at this time.
Except for that blanket and that.
Except for the blanket
journal.
and the really cool journal, which are available as gift of caring.
Where do parents register for the Cookie Zoom on Monday?
Oh, we can drop that link.
It's also in GS Events. So if
And
they
I
log
do know
in,
it was in the Girl Scout Weekly that went out today. I did see that.
any suggestions or ideas to encourage a caregiver to volunteer to be cookie manager? Can two caregivers share that role?
The answer is sure. They absolutely can share that role. They just each have to fill out a Troop Cookie Manager agreement. I don't know how you recruit people to do that. It is sort of a thankless job. I guess you could. I don't know. I really don't have a great answer on that. I would say you could always try the you're helping deliver the program approach. Or, I mean, I always just go with honesty and saying, like the amount of work for a troop leader during cookie season doubles. And
we're just gonna do whatever we can.
we are all volunteers. Well, you are all volunteers. And so asking you to go from 20 hours a week that you spend on Girl Scouting to 40 hours a week is a huge ask. So I would maybe just be honest and say, I need somebody to help. I need someone to take some of these hours, and I will be there to guide you, and we'll do it as a team. That I think might do it. I think go for authenticity.
Okay. We had a request to put the links into the presentation so they can refer to the info and go to the link. It's hard to copy from the chat since we're not using it at the moment.
Can you going back to that previous question? Did you answer whether you could have multiple cookie managers?
You can.
To team up? Okay.
You can. Everyone has to fill out a Troop Cookie Manager agreement, and everyone has to be a registered member and have had a criminal background check. So as long as you meet the requirements, you can absolutely have more than one.
Would they then, like if it was a parent, would they then turn into like a volunteer, like the status change?
I don't know how that works in Salesforce. Is anyone on V from Volunteer Experience here that could answer that question?
What was the question, Mike? I'm
So
sorry, I'm
I'm,
multitasking.
I'm gonna have no problem.
Debbie.
I'm gonna have Dominique ask the question again because she asked it so.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey,
The question was, if you were to have multiple cookie managers, and let's say like they were parents and they weren't originally have any other role in Girl Scouts, like to be a volunteer, once they finish registering to be that cookie manager, does that then also make them a volunteer? Because like I said,
yes,
I'm sorry.
and all volunteers have to be registered and background cleared, regardless.
Okay.
But yes, this is one of the volunteer roles.
Amazing. Thank you so
Okay,
much, Debbie.
you're welcome.
Okay. So we're back to the one about putting the links into the presentation. Um,
I also added the Word document that I copy and paste from in
oh, you're
there.
amazing,
Want to
Corey.
download it?
Great.
And
And in the email itself will be they will be there.
yeah, that's what I was going to say, that they're going to be in the email that I send out with the link to the YouTube and this deck itself. So, will cookie cupboards be stocked for January 7th
No, no, they will not be because they don't open until the 11th
of February?
of February.
Uh, let's see. Tara says she's a rookie. Will we say caregivers that parents or slash guardians?
Yeah, I was almost going to say that when I was talking about the caregiver meeting. Caregiver was just my attempt to be completely inclusive, because not everyone has a parent, but it in essence means parent, and I never want to sacrifice clarity on that. So that's my fault. That was
Will council provide opportunities for leaders to purchase the rewards outside of the girls earning them?
someone really wants that merchandise. I don't know who it is.
A lot of
Iris
people.
really wants that merchandise.
Someone really wants that merchandise. So th- maybe, certainly not immediately because it's a reward, so we want the girls to feel special that they earned it. But there will be times coming up. I don't know when, but
Is there a cookie rally again this year? And if so, when is it?
it is still being worked out with Barclays. I have a call with them on Monday, and we will be announcing it probably next week.
Okay. We've already addressed the minimum IO for home delivery, and someone answered that, so we can skip going in that one. When will we get the cookie packages, cards, etc.?
They should be delivered this week to your service unit cookie managers, and then your service unit cookie managers will distribute them at your service unit meeting or at a service unit cookie manager meeting that they call. That is done by them on a borough by borough, service unit by service unit basis.
Are permission forms still required? Where can I find it? I see Morella threw it up in there, but yes, Girl Scout permission slips are still required.
They are.
Why did troop delivery become permanent and not allowed to disable? It will be difficult to manage orders if purchases are made out of state. Am I missing something? This would help during in-person, of course, but if someone clicks the link before and they live in North Carolina, that won't work.
So remember that you always have the option to approve the order. And if someone is in North Carolina and you don't want to deliver to them, you can click no. Also, there are two versions of the troop link. There is the version that has in-person options, and there is the version that is just direct shipped only. So you may want to use just the direct shipped only link.
Does the intertroop cookie exchange open at the same time as the cookie cupboards?
I do not know the answer to that question, but I am sure that Heather or Corey does. That's troop to troop, right?
It's troop to troop. Corey, correct me if I'm wrong, but once they have access to eBuddy, that tab is available, right?
Correct. It'll be open. It's just you won't have cookies to exchange.
Right. Okay.
Excellent.
So, basically, yes.
Great.
Because at that point, you should have some cookies to exchange. Okay, there's that one. For the Cookie Chronicles, do we have to sign up?
No, they will be delivered to every troop leader that is registered. So just make sure you're registered and that you have the correct email in Salesforce that you want to receive your Cookie Chronicles at, because that's where we will pull that list from. And of course, if you're not getting them, just let us know and we'll sort of manually add you to the list.
Are troops automatically added to the connector map or do they have to opt in?
Troops are automatically added to the connector map.
Do all troop leaders need to complete their own cookie manager agreement, or is only one needed for the troop in total?
Only one is needed for the troop in total.
No, everybody who wants access has to complete it.
Oh, right. Nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
And if you have multiple troops, you need one for each troop.
Yep, I'm
So
wrong.
don't put all your troop numbers in one. So the troop link does not count as leader selling.
No. Because again, Girl Scout, the big rule in Girl Scouting is that only Girl Scouts sell Girl Scout cookies. It is a girl-led, girl-run business.
Now, the suggestion after that one was to let the troop digital cookie qualify for troop rewards. That solves that problem.
It's not a bad idea. I can't make it happen, but it's a really interesting workaround.
Last year the Upper East Side cookie booth didn't open until after February break. Is that true this year too, or should we plan for February 11th? The cookie cupboard, sorry.
I don't remember the specifics about that.
I think she was out of town.
Was she out of town?
I think so. So I think from what I saw, we're good.
Okay.
What's the rebate this year?
It is exactly the same as it was last year, $1.20 per package. And if you opt out, you get an additional 5 cents. So it is $1.25 per package.
Okay.
No, opt-out's 10 cents, isn't it?
Is it?
10 cents, yeah.
You're right. You're right. This is why I have wonderful, wonderful people on my team. It's $1.30 if you opt out.
When can we begin signing up for February cupboard orders?
When eBuddy opens, I believe. Or is that?
Well, there's some nuances around it.
Are there nuances?
I have to have the cupboards in the system first for you to be able to sign up, and then I turn on the permissions. So it most likely will not be the first day of the sale. So or not the first day of the sale, but when you first log in on January 6th, you probably won't have access to do it. But expect it right around that first week that we open up the sale. So the sale starts on January 15th. So right around there, the cupboard should be loaded.
That would be an excellent thing to put in our first edition of the Cookie Chronicles. So I will make note and make sure that that information comes to you.
How many boxes do troops usually order for a booth?
That is a tricky question to answer. It is really what you think you can sell and what you think your booths are going to do. I would never want to give a sort of an arbitrary number because every troop is different and every troop has different. If you're going to do, a booth every weekend from the time it's from March 2nd to March 29th, you would order a large amount. But if you are just planning on doing one booth maybe just around your area, which is again totally fine and totally encouraged, you might want to put 10 cases instead of 100. So it's really what you feel comfortable with, what you think you're going to do, and also what you feel comfortable being financially responsible for. So that would be my advice on that.
Okay. Is Cookie Exec status still at 500 packages?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we talked about this. Does the animal mascot change every year?
It does. It does. Last year it was the panda. This year it is the black-footed ferret. There will not be a ferret at the cookie rally because they're illegal in New York City.
And we have yet to find a costume, so.
And we have yet there is no inflatable ferret costume, much to my chagrin.
When will we know the council-sponsored booth options and be able to sign up?
Those will come much closer to booth season. So beginning of February.
Okay. Someone answered this, but we'll put it out there. Parent wants to buy a case of each cookie. How much is it for a case?
Got it. We're gonna actually look at my math skills right now, and I'm ashamed. I think it's $96. I'm probably really wrong on that. It's $84. $84. $84 is 12 times 7. Who does not remember his 12 tables? This man right here. It's been a long time.
Okay. Can forms be filled out now, or do we have to wait until a certain date?
You may absolutely fill them out now.
All right.
Someone just put the ferret costume in the chat.
Oh no.
Is he really?
Oh
Yeah.
no. I think
Don't
it
do
would
that
be-
to me. This is gonna get ordered at like 3 o'clock tonight.
Oh
when
my
I'm
God.
working.
No, don't do that to me.
It's-
I'll be ordering it for you. I think it'd be great if you could promote more of what Cookie Executives do as a group so girls are excited to set that goal to reach 500.
That's a doable request. Yeah, we can absolutely make that something that we can do.
Where are the drive-through locations?
They are in it's the same place in the Bronx at PS, and I don't remember what the PS is.
I don't either.
We are this close to securing Queens Hall of Science again, but in the back. Zion Church, where Staten Island was, and the Brooklyn Cyclones have lovingly given us their parking lot again.
And the Bronx says PS 392 on
Thank you so
Hollywood
much,
Avenue.
Corey.
Thank you. I knew there was a 9 and a 2 in there.
I did not. I was like,
So I keep the manual on my desk.
Oh, God bless Corey. For Cookie Chronicles, will it only be sent to the cookie manager, or will the leader as well get it, and will parents get it?
parents will not get it. Leaders will get it. So any leader will be getting it, and a troop cookie manager.
All right. Will there be a way to receive email confirmation that all information ACH Cookie Manager form permission forms have been submitted and received in the future?
I don't know the answer to that. Let me figure it out. Let me find out for you.
Okay.
FormStack is new to us, and I'm not quite sure what that process would be. So I
Okay.
just, rather than tell you, yes, it absolutely can happen, I want to actually make sure I know what I'm talking about.
So this one is in reference to the form. 4 troops sign the form 4 times. If it's the TCM agreement, then yeah, you'd have to do it 4 times, 1 for each troop. Can council assist with specific daytime for home delivery within reason? Example, anytime after 1 on a Friday. Our meeting site permits delivery, but starting at 1 p.m. Non-drivers, so drive-through most likely is not an option.
Yes, there's a spot on the home delivery form where you can put that information, and we will relay that to Bayshore. We cannot guarantee it, but we can definitely advocate for it.
And they're good about working with leaders, to make sure that, especially for things like this, if it's got to be after a certain time frame, they'll work with you. So somebody asked, couldn't one person fill out the TCM agreement and the rest of leaders be added to eBuddy as troop leaders? But
No,
and
if you
people-
if you do not currently have that role as a co-leader, you cannot be added to eBuddy as a leader.
Yeah, that's what they said. They wouldn't have leader view without that TCM form. So our cookie price is still $7.
They are.
We've talked about minimum for home delivery. What's this one? There's the link to the ferret costume in Walmart.
Heather knows my credit card by heart now.
Somebody needs to copy that link for me.
Might already be
copy it.
done.
Did Corey already got it? I'm sure she did. All right. It looks like that is the end of our
Oh my God.
Our
Is that
question,
has the end of our time come together? That makes me sad.
I don't
'Cause
know.
now I have to do the part where I have to say goodbye to you all. Thank you in advance for a wonderful season. Thank you for delivering this program. I always say it that the cookie team does not sell a single package. It is all you and the girls, and for that we are ridiculously grateful. And we are looking forward to it. Hopefully, the new things that we've implemented will make things a little bit smoother. And we are here to help partner with you. I'm going to do this the way I always do. For questions, going once, going
Mm,
twice.
hold on.
Yes. So you said that caregivers
Yeah.
have their meeting on Monday. Will there be any second one coming up? Like, any other one?
Not for the no. But the recording will be available on the
Okay.
website. So they can
Okay. The
they
same
can
link as this one?
it's not the same Zoom link.
No, I'm not sorry. The recording link. Like,
It'll
where
it'll be
the
on the website. If under training videos you can click and that's where it will live.
great.
Give it to like middle of next week to go up.
Okay. The old ones are up there still, though, right?
They are.
Okay.
They're coming down.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Thank you all so much. Goodbye. This part makes me sad. Goodbye. Bye, everybody.
Can somebody put that link in the chat?
What link did you want?
The link for those recordings.
The website, just the
The
website.
website. Yeah, the
Okay,
website.
okay, so this is the website that
For
I'm
the
putting into
training
the chat
videos.
for our website with the cookie information.
You can stop sharing, Heather, so I can see people as they leave.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike,
that's
do
what
you
I'm trying
know?
to figure out how to stop share and
There
I
you
can stop
go.
recording too.
Bye, everybody.